Hey guys, Chart Stopper's back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on the chart. It's important to know these areas before buying any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell. Also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options, you're definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance. Just to let you guys know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. Also, I provided a link in the description for Webull and Robinhood. You can use it to start an account. You'll get 3 free stocks if you sign up for Webull, and 1 free stock if you sign up for Robinhood. Also, just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation, leave a comment below and I'll try to get to your recommendation and put a video out about it. Okay, so let's get into our video here. We're doing Tesla today. It's trading at $793.53. Today is the 29th of January, 2021. It's down 5% today. It's down $41.90. And after hours, it's down $6.53, another 1% almost. So let's get into the chart. I'm going to be doing this on the 1-hour chart, and then I'm going to switch over to the 30-minute chart just to map out these resistance and support areas a little bit better, just to get a closer look at them, because you can't really see it on the daily chart for these these support and resistance, the ones lately. So let's get into it here. I'm just going to grab my line and we're going to start at the bottom. The first place I'm going to start is down here. It's going to be at $400 for my low. I'm going all the way back to November. This is before the announcement of the S&P inclusion, before the big run-up. So that's where I'm going to start here, when it was trading around $400. As you can see, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, right before the S&P inclusion here, we had our low support at 400, and we had a resistance there at 450. So I'm just going to mark that down here, 450. As you can see, it hit it a couple times up here. It was bouncing between there, trading sideways a little bit for a while. And then you see the announcement of the S&P inclusion was around this time right here. And that's when you see the big run up right here. Okay, so we're going to be moving on there. The next big resistance is going to be at it's going to be at about $650, it looks like, right in here. So I'm going to throw my line there. As you can see, it comes up, hits this area, and it gets rejected down. So I'm going to grab a line and put a support for that. So it looks like our support off of that 650 is going to be around $600, it looks like. It traded in between this area for a little bit until it eventually broke through there and then dropped down a little bit. You could see after it got included, it dipped down a little bit and then it shot straight up here, almost to the high of the chart. So I'm just going to mark my highs right here. There was a nice steady rise up to the high. As you can see, the high is 939 cents. So I'm just going to mark that off at 900 as our high resistance. Okay, so now we're going to try to find our support off of our highs of the 900 resistance. And we're going to go down. I've zoomed in here, and it looks like we can find our support at around $840. So I'm just going to mark that out right there with my line. And that's pretty good support right in here. You see it came up there almost to the high, dropped down, hit the support, boom, traded sideways for a little bit, and then hit that high right here, and then drop down to the support right here. Okay, now this past week, because of this market sell-off, it broke this resistance in here, and it dropped below our support actually at the 840 mark. So this past this is actually this past day, this was actually today, that it dropped down this 40, let's see here, what was it, $47, I believe. It dropped $47 today during trading hours, and then another, well, it dropped almost 42 during market hours, and then another $6.50 after hours. So we're all the way down here now at 793.55. Is that where we're at? Yeah. So now we have to find support and resistance down here, because this no longer applies because we broke our support and we closed the day below our support here. So let's grab our line, and it looks like if we zoom in here, let me switch over. I'm going to go to the 5-minute chart here just to get a closer look at where our support was when this happened. So as you could see here, see how all this selling happened today? When it broke off the support, it just kept going down, 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 down. It hit this low right here of 780. 780 right here. And then finally, you see how the volume came in and pushed that up. And that's when it finally got rejected. And it finally, said, no, stop. That's enough. And we're not going to let it drop any further. So I'm going to call that support for now at 780. Okay, so we have our 780 support here for now, and now we need to find our resistance here. So we're going to grab another line, and it looks like, as you can see, when it hit that 780 bottom, it came back up, tried to hit this 800, and it came in here, came down again towards that 780, came back up, tried to finish the day out at 800, but it dropped down right at the end of the day towards the bell. So we're going to call 800 resistance for now. It's really, we don't have enough time to tell right now. Let's go back to the 30-minute chart and look at it. We really can't tell for sure right now if that's our support and resistance yet, but that's what we're going to call it because that's all we have to work off of right now. So we're going to go with that. We have our 780 support for now and our 800 resistance. And then we know after that, once it breaks that 800, it can go all the way back up to 840. That's our next resistance right there. Now, if it does drop below this 780 right here, we're going to have to find our next support level for that. So if it does drop below here, we're going to need to know where our next area of support would be. So we're going to have to go to the 15-minute chart. That's what I'm on right now. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to see where I could find the next level of support would be at. And it looks like I could find it right about in here, as you could see, at about 760. So I'm just going to draw one in here, just 760. And then there's also another area in here at 740 that I could pinpoint as a support area. So I'm going to throw one in there. So as you can see, if it does drop below that 780 right here, let me move it over. Let me zoom out actually. Okay, so that's where we're at right here, right now. That's today. If it drops below that, we know we're going to have support. Next stop would be 760 and 740. Let me move this line up right here. Okay, 740. Oops. Okay. Well, it's close enough. But that's what we know right there. And then, of course, 700. Well, probably 720 and then 700. So if you want to put we could put all the lines in. We'll put one in at 720. and 700 if we want to get, that crazy. If we think it's going to drop that much, I'm not sure. Who knows how much this market is going to sell off right now. A lot of crazy things have been happening this week with all this GameStop stuff and all that. So we'll see what happens this next week with the sell-off, but I really don't expect it to drop this far. But who knows? A lot of crazy things have happened this week, and we'll see. So that's it for this video. If you guys like it, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you have a recommendation for a video, please leave a comment, and we'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.